I was feeling alright, yeah, just me and the night. I was walking through a white-tiled subway. I heard the sound of voices round the corner, shouting, the sound of broken glass, no one was there. I looked at my reflection in the puddles in the street. It looked so messed up, I just kept moving my feet to the beat and the rhythm of my heart. Not much I know, but I see it as a start. How many are left? The fingers of one hand stretching. This feeling of apathy keeps coming quite suddenly. Well, if something's gonna come, when's it coming?
while you're jumping on the spot. All the freshness starts to rot, another inspiration fades away, and still you sell your dignity, still you sell your dignity, time after time. And I wonder where lays your pride. Is it waiting there inside? Is it waiting for the moment that you let your heart speak? Is it waiting for the moment when you wax out your melodies? Is it waiting for the moment that you drop your full sack? Is it waiting for the moment when you face up face that you're living your life for someone else's ideas, that you're living your life under someone else's fears? That it's time to shift your vision, time to move your head. Get up and have some vision. I'm counting heads. How many are left? The fingers on one hand keep stretching. The fingers on both hands keep stretching. And all I see is rock and roll. All I see is rock and roll. Weary eyes to look at the products of our modern world, and the products of our civilized world, and a dark face looks out at me, resting what it has happened to me, and I can't find any answer. Not a standing as good here, I'm not so clear. Been silly must regret for humanity, but listen to the truth that's mockery. I wonder if our lives progress anywhere, I wonder if there's any humanity there. The silent eyes look out at me, resting what it has happened to me, and I can't find any answer. The dead is clear, I'm ever so clear. I can't find any answer. I'm ever so clear. If an activist, not a being pissed. If you're gonna do something, make sure you don't miss. That's the danger, you don't play what you should backed up. Can't beat them on the streets, stuck a dial or hide them in a flood with their own guns, invisible the way. Know what and why they're doing things, great alternatives. Police still snooping and waiting to be nicked, like fishing the bait fish, tempting us to take a risk. This time they made the impossible. The new amazing picture for AI. The dreamers will replace the ultra-life.
He's a man of set opinion, the way the world sits in his hands. Just cannot think for reason, so you'll never understand. They just won't listen to anything they say. They simply smile politely, then with one accord turn away.
A son stands at the pond observing the creation that is nature. Mother prepares a dinner, blows the bacon taints the air. Dog sits as master barks, then leaps into the car. He waves and smiles emotionally, the assurance they'll go far. Escapes cries as each owner unfolds plans. Men take to bait each other, money exchanges hands. Animal love now snarls Voice of innocence who obey the spoken law. Tired beyond endurance, but the spectators cry for more. Let before dishonour, I demand a solemn scene, and the men are brave to each other, to keep their conscience clean. Laughter hides the guilt they feel at every savage blow. Someone whispers cruelty, but they don't want to know. The brawny man stands silent as slave fights for life, and thinks of all the good things that he's promised to his wife. She caught a glimpse of God through the windscreen of his car. She tried to rationalise and looks for time don't heal the scars. Some vague association you feel the loose of the stake. She stares in front side to side, we use for heaven's sake. The TV flickers images of the ideals she once knew. The fresh young girl displaying such a keep less quick and new. She shrugs and folds her arms, so you can touch the wooden box. To hold his fading hope that took the heaviest of knocks. Like fishing in the ocean, their options disappear. They think about the overheads, they know the taking of fear. Kiss the feet and groaning and show how much they care. Perhaps until the birthday gift is lying dead out there. I shouldn't pay for birthday cards when on the prime country. Now celebrations of their birthday wave and tears and grief. Did only what they thought was meant to give some sense and pride. To give the kids a place in life, but now the dream has died. Now so his slumber, now cheering bells his touch. Remaining sense of man and keeps away just like a crutch. He promised what he couldn't give, the master's good in word. Urged to reach the glory, but the servant never heard.
Richer advances have been made. Now flesh is matters are it's a solution to the fear and confusion. Dancing in just more rigidity to meet the requirements of ancient kosher traditions that ever alter positions. A fleeting sense of security from being held tightly till the camouflage drops and the tenderness stops. Well-written statements have been made. Now it's red lights all the way in the breathy silence. A hint of sniggering violence, reinforcing the roles in a new situation of protector and protected, rejector and rejected. And there on the video, a simulated sex show to keep you smiling through, to tell us what to do.
And when a body falls back, you surrender with closed eyes. Blood on your fingers and a busted prize. By averting your eyes, it isn't seen. By turning your head, you keep it clean. Incredibly achievement, success is yours as you slip into position and 1,000 hands applause.
greatest show on earth. Roll up, roll up. I'll take your cash. Anarchy is the line. Buy your Anarchy t-shirts at only $36.50 a time. I've got Anarchy badges, black or red. Roll up, make your choice. Or buy your Nazi outfit. Last year's fashion, this year's price. Long sleeve sweatshirts are a popular line. I've got the crest broken down. Don't know what it means. Didn't you find? I've got a lovely line in Anarchy ties. Some complete patches if you like. And some bash the rich matches. Send lights to those lovely, lovely girls. I've got Anarchy with a nail. Aprons for the Anarchy dog. Anarchist details. Anarchist details. Come on now, take a look. Anarchist flags. Gift wraps. Foil anarchist mates. I have anarchist kittens and a lovely sign made of crow. The purchase of my products brings anarchy to your home. Anarchy lights, anarchy beds, anarchy panties, anarchy bras, anarchy dildos, and wait for it, wait for it. I have brand new now, the special line of anarchy rubber roll. Yes, you will go far as you fuck them to death in the back of your anarchist car. But water heat products just sent off for a free catalog. For the very latest anarchist souvenir. Lots of lovely lolly, lots of lovely lolly, lots of lovely lolly, lots of lovely lolly, lots of lovely lolly. Do me made from those bums. Ha!
Quietly means so much when said just right. Those words can also break a heart when two begin to fight. A love so strong as nothing's life begins to fall apart. She loves him so dearly, but her mind's demanding a new start. He tries to be understanding about her life she's now requiring. She wants her independence, wants herself to be deciding for her future. The reflection can't be a glossy picture. The family ties in motion rise, he enters love resistance. Hopelessly he strives on making advances to the world, trying hard to forget what stood as one and what shall remain untold. He drifts away life in a daze, the mental pain he can't erase. She meant so very much to him. His life, his world, his everything. He questions what remains in life, whether or not it's worth living. It seems she was always taking, and he was forever giving. Alone he sits in his quiet room, wonders where it all went wrong. Seeking pieces for the puzzle, remembering all her favourite songs. heart, feeling lonely, lost and ill. Praying all this will stop. The boys cluster around his night, his love, they move him for the thrill. He cries himself to sleep, concerned that maniacs will kill. For less than she would ever give, he must try to forget the years they spent when love was strong and finally made him right. So if you ever think your life is just not worth living, if you doubt you have anything left at all worthy of truly giving, when life's not making any sense, you're filled with anger and resent, remember love can conquer all. It's the start of fate, its final fall. If people laugh because mine is drifting and tearing apart, I'm not holding any feelings or having any heart, just smile in the face and walk away. For they all realise one day as life moves on and they grow old, they realise living the way they're told that life has been a sacrifice, the government system make lies, the true religion is separate, all emotions if you responsible. Will light is far for all to see, the star of our masculinity, human nature's winning answer, a true reflection of what is you and me.
Shooting it up.